Hi everyone, my name is Patricia Angeles. I am the granddaughter of Det Saison. I'm 37 years old and I'm based here in San Dimas, which is in Southern California. I'm married and I have three children named Maxine, Samara, and Riley. So I grew up in Manila, but I've been based here in San Dimas for 15 years now. I moved in June 2006, right after my college graduation. I started my career in the banking industry as a personal banker. I was assigned in one of the local branches to open accounts and to provide customer service. I stayed in that role for 2.5 years, and then I got an opportunity to move on to the corporate side with a company. Company is called Wells Fargo. I moved on to become an implementation coordinator, and I stayed in that role for 5 years. Got another opportunity to move up as a treasury management sales analyst. I only stayed in that role for 2 years, and then I moved on to become a business systems consultant. I had my three children while I was at that job, so I stayed there for a while. And then somebody from Conduct Risk Management recruited me as a business initiatives consultant. And then I did one more career move, which is a level higher than the business initiatives consultant within the operational risk management side, still within Wells Fargo. So that's about 15 years of my entire career. Moving up the ladder for, I think that was 6 positions, if I'm not mistaken. And then just recently in September, a headhunter approached me. Apparently, they saw my resume and my achievements posted in LinkedIn, which is a social media app or site. They were interested in hiring me, and so I went through a really tedious interview process, which took about 2 or 3 months from start to end. I did several rounds with the hiring managers and with my peers and with HR and recruiting. And finally, I received an offer to join the digital risk space as a vice president and digital risk manager with US Bank, which is one of the top five largest banking industry corporations in terms of asset size here in the United States. So I started my job first week of September, and today is actually my third month officially within US Bank. It's been a great ride so far. I have a great manager, I have wonderful teammates, and I'm slowly acclimating to my new role. I'm enjoying it so far. I work from home 100% and will continue to do so even after COVID. And I'm really enjoying my job. So I received your email requests, and I have 3 tips to impart to all of you as you start thinking about your careers and as you start venturing out into the real world, because it will be very different. Comparing your learnings from the confines of the classroom and then suddenly, being thrust into an office setting, interacting with different people from all walks of life. It will be a new experience, but it will be great for your growth. So my first tip will be to work hard. There is no substitute for hard work. If you live by this and apply it in anything that you do, you will be sure to reap what you sow. Number 2, pray. Always ask the Lord for guidance. Sometimes God uses other people as instruments to fulfill His plan in your life. And in my case, these people came in the form of my managers, my co-workers, and most especially my mentors, people who I really looked up to and who've had seniority and tenure in the companies that I worked for. And these are the people that helped guide me throughout my career, making wise, calculated decisions along the way, giving me advice, and imparting wisdom as I traversed through corporate America. And lastly, stay humble and give back. No matter the level of success that you reach, always remember to keep your feet firmly planted in the ground. Um, Help others who are just starting out, help out your family, help out your communities, and find ways to give back the talent and the skills that were bestowed upon you by God and were also honed through time. So, those are my 3 tips. If you have any questions for me, you can feel free to email me. My email address is Trisha Sayson, TRISHASAYSON @yahoo.com. Thank you so much for inviting me to speak to all of you, and I wish you great success in whatever paths you decide to pursue in your career.